Speaking of Eli, he did not get into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot.
Yeah. The Hall of Fame is – lucky I'm not on a podcast. It's bleeping stupid. I know a couple of the voters, and they're fine. They're good, and they're good guys. But the majority of these guys, I don't think they know what the hell they're doing. I think it's a good old boy network. I think it's I'll take care of you on this one, but hey, I'm gonna call in a favor here at some point, and I need you to take care of me when it comes to voting for my guy, for my city and my team. And it's insane. I'm pulling my hair out.
So wait, whoa. I don't deny that Eli Manning should be a Hall of Famer at some point.
Just let me finish.
You think he should have been first ballot?
Just let me finish. And it's not just Eli. This is what I'm saying. Just let me finish.
Okay.
I want to go on a little bit of a rant
here.
Go. Yeah, thank you. Just let the horse run. Let the stallion run here.
Let's go.
Okay. Mike Shanahan. Are you kidding me? What is going on here? I look up there. They got Mike Holmgren, on the finals list.
Mm-hmm.
How many Super Bowls did Mike Holmgren win? One. So are we grading by Super Bowls? Okay, well, Shanahan has 2. Look at the coaching tree, et cetera, et cetera. But we're going to try to almost put Holmgren in before Shanahan? That makes no sense. I want someone to break it down and explain that to me. And then if they do a good job, I'll be open and receptive to it, but I don't think they can. My former teammate, Reggie Wayne, how long does he have to wait to get in? Because he's deserving to get in there. You look at his stats. I mean, he's top 10 probably in everything, top 15. But he's been waiting for years now.
It's been 84 years.
Exactly. And then now you got Eli. Okay. Okay, maybe, to your point, okay, first ballot. What is first ballot? Do we even know first ballots?
Well,
do we even know?
First ballots with
Doesn't matter in the NFL.
But first ballot is Peyton Manning. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Peyton Manning.
Why?
First ballot, Hall of Famer.
What's the difference? You're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer.
Well, I do.
Is there a different?
I agree with you for the 98% of that. I agree with you. If you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer. Why all of a sudden last year you didn't have enough votes to get in this, but this year without taking an extra at bat, now all of a sudden Todd Helton's a Hall of Famer. I get that point, but I do think that when it comes to first ballot, there has to be a little lagniappe. There has to be a little extra there if you're going to go in on the first ballot.
Because of the implication.
Then give me the case, because you agree that Eli is a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the case for him not being a first ballot Hall of Famer?
The fact that he's a Hall of Famer because he did win 2 Super Bowls, okay? He's not a first ballot Hall of Famer because otherwise he was a 500 quarterback. He was a 500 quarterback. And there were plenty of stretches in his career where he was just kind of a, good but slightly above average quarterback, but he wasn't a great quarterback. I mean, there wasn't a year in, year out, I'm looking at a great quarterback here. But, man, he came through in the biggest moments, and that, I think, is what makes him a Hall of Famer, but not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay, that's fine. He was there. He showed up. He was always reliable. And I guess you can look at his record and say, well, that's not first ballot. But to me, when you beat Belichick and Brady 2 times on the biggest stage and you beat a team that's 18-0 about to make NFL history, that's a lot of lagniappe there. But see, now here's what you run into, Mike. Here's what you run into, okay? So you say, okay, well, he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. No quarterback went in this class, right? They only had 4 guys.
One of the smallest classes ever, by the way.
Yeah, these people are so ridiculous. They are so ridiculous.
It's the smallest class since 2005.
And so now you have what happens now, Mike? You have a backlog. You know what that is? You have everything starts getting jammed up. Okay, you know who's available to go in next year? Drew Brees.
Okay,
is he a first ballot Hall of Famer, Mike?
Yes.
Are we going to put 2 quarterbacks in next year?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, do you think they want to do that? No, I know you can. Do you think they're going to do that?
Sure, why not?
Because Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer, sometimes you don't want to take that guy's any of his shine away. He's the quarterback going in that class. Now, if they do it, okay, great. But I have a sense that it's not going to happen.
Well, I mentioned this is the smallest class since 2005. That class included Dan Marino and Steve Young. So there is precedent.
Okay, it can happen. But will it happen? You think it'll happen next year?
I'm not sure if Eli Manning is worth getting in on the second year.
What the hell are we doing here? So you said, I understand about the first ballot. That's fine. If you want to say certain guys are first ballot, other guys aren't. You just told me he's a Hall of Famer. Now we're saying he's not a second ballot? What does that even mean? What are we doing, Mike?
If I'm going to put a little added emphasis on you've got to be at a certain level to go in as a first ballot guy, then yeah, I think that there has to be sort of a sliding scale as to whether or not you're worthy of going in on the second year.
No, see, that's the problem. What are we doing? Again, what you think like those –
Go ahead, say it.
Those people that are voting, most of them, not all of them.
Not all of them.
That's the way you're thinking right now. This is ridiculous.
So the guys that got in.
It pisses me off. And I'm not worried about those guys that got in. I really don't care, honestly. Reggie Wayne should be in there. Mike Shanahan should be in there.
Preach. I hate Mike Shanahan. I do not. That was AI edited.
And Eli will get in, obviously. If you don't want to put him in, I thought it'd be a good time to put him in. But, oh, my gosh, we can't put him in first ballot. He deserves to be a Hall of Famer, just not first ballot. And according to Mike, not even second ballot. So I don't know. I want you to break down the criteria for what ballots people should get in on. It's insanity.
It's a flawed system, I know, but
it's really flawed.
It is the system that it is. And so based on what I know the system to be like, then, yeah, that's how I'm kind of handicapping these guys. Shanahan, I can't explain that one.
This is just craziness.
I have no explanation for that one. That is, you're talking not only about a guy who won 2 Super Bowls, but has his fingerprints all over today's NFL. I mean, not just his coaching tree, but just the philosophy, the offensive philosophy that's out there is it all basically stems from Shanahan.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what they did, winning back-to-back, Terrell Davis, 2,000-yard rusher, those dominant offenses. And for whatever reason, it's just, the chin. We got to get the chin in.
The chin.
Coward. And then it's
Coward can't carry Shanahan's jock.
Ooh, I like that. Save that audio. That's a good one.
Yeah, I need to get some more pro Shanahan
right, save that one.
bites out there, please.
Now it's Mike Holmgren. Okay, he was a good coach, but Shanahan was better. His record's better. I mean, 2 Super Bowls to 1. I look at, like you said, the coaching tree, and guys are still around. And Holmgren has, Andy Reid. I got it. And he had some good coaches under him, but still, goodness gracious, what are we doing? I don't understand it. And so no coach got in this year? How does this work?
The class is Antonio Gates.
All right.
Worthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Cornerback Eric Allen.
Whatever.
Defensive end Jared Allen.
Again, whatever.
Brandon Allen, the gamer, just got left out. And Sterling Sharp. How about that? If you remember when Shannon went in, he gave, as part of his speech, he gave a very impassioned support of what Sterling means to him, meant to him, and
the idea that Sterling
numbers
look like compared to Reggie Wayne.
Sterling went in on a veterans
the old
committee.
Man deal.
Yeah, he went in on the old man committee.
Well, that might be the most underwhelming Hall of Fame class in the history of the Hall of Fame.
Wow,
right there.
Well,
right there. So there you go. Those four guys right there. Who's watching or paying attention to that class?
I can't really argue with that.
So good job, voters. Good job. Very underwhelming. Who wants to see that group go into the Hall of Fame? Hey, your 2025 class. Oh, really?
I mean, I don't think in the time
I don't want to bash
in the time we've worked together in these months that we've worked together. I don't think I've seen you as genuinely upset about something as you are this.
Oh well, because
which I love. Keep going.
I hate voting, and I think these guys have agendas, and it's a system, like you said, that's very flawed, and it's. I don't want to say corrupt.
That's a bit of a strong word. Yeah,
that's why I said I don't want to say it.
But you put it out there.
Yeah,
the implication is real.
But I said I don't want to say it.
Yeah, but that's
you
like
basically
me,
said
but
it. I know I don't want to say it.
Because of the
like,
implication.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Right.
like me saying, well, with all due respect. I mean, I'm not I'm prepared to now not show you respect. Okay,
well, so I didn't want to say it, but I want to kind of hint at it. Okay?
Well, you hinted at strongly.
Yes, good. But that's what it is. It is the good old boy network of, like I said, hey, man, I need you to vote for Jerry Jones on this one for me, right? Yeah. Jerry, we got to get Jerry in on this one. Well, then you can, then I'll vote for you on your guy whenever you need to. Don't worry, I'll have your back in a few years. I mean, that's the system, very flawed. And
can I read this text?
Is there accountability there? Can I read this text?
Because this might get to the heart of what is get you so agitated right now.
Sure.
It reads, oh, my God, Stokley, we know how much you love the Mannings, but Eli was just a guy. He's only going to get in because his last name is Manning. Just stop. He does bring up a good point. You know who else has 2 Super Bowls and was kind of an average guy? Jim Plunkett. Is Jim Plunkett and Eli Manning the same guy?
I don't know. You tell me. How many years did Plunkett play? Give me his stats. How many games did he miss? Who did he beat in the Super Bowls? Who did he beat in the Super Bowls?
Eli Manning.
So,
I love Eli.
Eli Manning played in 236 games, okay?
He was
He threw for 57,000 yards, okay? And he threw for 366 touchdowns. And he beat Bill Belichick and Tom Brady 2 times on the biggest stage when, you know what, no one else could really do that.
I agree, but
except for one other team.
Over the course of a 16-year career, his career record was 117 and 117. I mean, does that scream Hall of Fame to you? Especially not first ballot.
Okay, well, what is Plunkett? Give me Plunkett stats then. So you want to bring up Plunkett? I want to get the stats.
A texter did, but
okay.
Jim
But you want to advocate for the texter?
Oops.
Well, then I'm a
fat fingers.
I need accountability.
It's not Jim Plunkett.
I need to know what I'm looking at here. So,
all right, Jim Plunkett. Thank you for the efforting music, but I got it. Jim Plunkett also played 15 years.
Okay.
And he also had a 500 record, 72 and 72. Manny was 117. So he
played a lot. I mean, Eli played a lot more games.
And
a lot more,
and won more games.
Yeah,
and lost more games. But yeah. And
how many yards did old Plunkett throw for?
Different NFL now. Remember,
I didn't ask. I didn't ask about.
Eli Manning.
Show me the baby.
Eli Manning threw for several thousand more yards than John Elway. Is that Eli Manning better than John Elway?
I just asked how many yards did Jim Plunkett throw for?
Jim Plunkett threw for 26,000 yards.
Exactly. So Eli's double that.
Yep.
And
164 touchdowns for Plunkett.
Eli's got over 200 more touchdown passes than Plunkett.
Right.
So, we can play the stat game here. And then again, the lagniappe, the icing on the cake here that makes it a no-brainer. And if you don't want to put him in first ballot, that's fine. He is getting into the Hall of Fame, folks.
Are you hearing
it? It's fine. You can say, about, what's his
Peyton Manning?
last name, Manning. Okay. The guy won 2 Super Bowls on the biggest stage against the dynasty that is the Patriots. Imagine if he didn't do that. Everybody ought to be uplifting Eli. I mean, Brady and Belichick would have, 8 Super Bowls together, 9, whatever it is, if it wasn't for Eli? Mm-hmm. He made some of the biggest plays in NFL history.
You're
2 of the most memorable Super Bowl plays that we have ever seen he made.
Yeah.
Okay? So, there you go. I rest my case. He will get in the Hall of Fame. You don't want to put him in first ballot, that's fine, but the system is very flawed. Overall, the system's flawed in such a big way that it's maddening. It really is. So there you go. Let's move on. It's Friday.
Is there a trip somewhere cool kind of hanging on you making a passionate defense for Eli?
No trip.
I just want to know if there's
trip.
something
Peyton's
here.
not even,
okay.
He's not even listening. Because
Okay.
he's getting ready for his field goal kicking competition coming up. So.
Have you gotten any updates from him? Last time we heard from him earlier this week, his inner groin was sore.
Yeah, no updates. I'm not touching base with him this week. So,
okay, leaving him alone to focus, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like I did before the Super Bowl. I wouldn't, just hey, go do your thing. We'll touch base after his big moment.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get to some more of our fun prop bets. These aren't the stats, Saquon Barkley will rush for 130 yards over under. These are more some of the fun ones, like we had earlier today. Will somebody get an octopus? I had never heard that term before. An octopus is somebody who scores a touchdown and then also scores the 2-point conversion on the try. So you can wager on that. Johnny Fever's been putting these together. What else you got for us? Give us a few more.
We'll stay on the 2-point conversion train. Will there be 2 or more successful 2-point conversions in the game plus 950?
2 or more.
That's a lot, obviously.
Yeah, but this today's NFL. Every coaches are chasing points all over. Reed won't do that probably.
Well,
especially
but if you need to get it, if you miss an extra point and then but they got to be successful.
Right.
So
2, at least
at
2.
plus 950 again.
That's not a bad. That's what I.
$10 will win you how much, Mike? Come on.
$10 would win you
95.
95.
Goodness gracious. How does it
I'm
take
not,
you that
It's
long?
like you move the decimal over.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
we'll move it over 2 spots.
A,
You
it's
got- there it
math.
is.
B, I don't live in the
what else?
degenerate world that Stoke lives in. Go ahead, keep going.
And again, these are like I picked high value, crazy ones. So, will the Superdome have another power outage?
Oh.
Plus 1,600, yes. Minus 15,000, no.
See, that's BS. You can't. The odds there are so skewed. 1,600, 5,000. No is minus 5,000. Yes is plus 1,600. They got to be
15,000.
close. 50, whatever. They got to be closer together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Power outage in the Superdome on Sunday. Oof.
What are the odds of that happening again? I mean, you don't think they
Again?
got backup generators this year?
They are really minding their P's and Q's in New Orleans.
But we got to remember, Kendrick Lamar hits hard, and that halftime show, the lights might
Bam!
boom.
Boom!
I mean, what's your favorite Kendrick Lamar song? They're not like us, right? They're not like us, or
Humble.
Humble.
That's a good one for Mike.
My favorite, easily, Squabble Up.
Oh, the squabble up.
You know me, I love a good squabble.
Yes, you're always looking for a squabble.
I'm always looking for a squabble.
Yeah,
You know?
I should have known.
Can I hear some Squabble Up? Come on.
Can we
Come on. Can we get some?
I gotta
Please.
get a little
Please.
taste.
Come
Give me a
on.
little taste for Sunday.
Come on.
I need a little.
I gotta get
little-
fired up here, so
a little
I'm
squabble
right
up.
back on my couch for the start of the halftime show.
Oh wow. What are you gonna do? You got to say no. I mean, that's a cool prop though.
Cool prop. All right, got another one?
Yeah, will any kick hit the uprights?
Ooh, that's
Yes, plus 550, no, minus 1,000.
Will we get a doink? I think there's a good chance we get a doink.
Yeah, it's that type of year.
Man, some of these I like. I
Doink.
like. Just for
Yes, I
fun.
like that one.
I like the doink.
Okay.
Yes on the doink. What is that? Plus what?
5.
550.
Okay.
Mikey likey.
Mikey
likey.
Here you go, Ty. This one's for you. Mikey liked the doink. That was good. I hope you got me saying the nice one about Shanahan too, for the mileage you guys have gotten out of the I hate Mike Shanahan. Yeah, that one.
It's under review.
Under review.
Yeah,
The
keep it
chin
under
can't
review.
hold Shanahan's jock.
That's really
Come
good.
on, man.
That's really good.
Come
But you're
on.
just like, trying to make up for
Right.
things you've said in the past.
Can we get
Yeah.
one
Is
more?
it actually heartfelt?
One more.
Yeah, let me see here.
I love the doink. That's a good one. Give me another one.
Okay, this is probably the dumbest prop I saw. It's from this specific sports book. Mahomes, 1 or more passing yard for minus 100,000.
Wow.
I don't even know why it's a prop, but I wrote it down because it's probably the dumbest prop I've ever seen.
Wow.
Just goes out there and hands the ball off and pulls an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Then he's done.
Right.
Then you lose.
Pop an Achilles.
Yeah. Dislocate his kneecap.
And there is no option to vote no or to bet no.
As much as we want to see the Chiefs lose, I don't want to see that happen, do we? Or
Of course you don't. Look at you. Of
well,
course
do you?
don't.
Well, do you? Do you want to see it happen?
No comment.
Oh!
Joking. Of course not. No, of course not.
Stokely wants to see Mahomes get hurt.
Of course, I don't want to see him get hurt. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Come on, dog.
Mark is listed as probable.